So my name is Lauren Marziliano, and I graduated in 2004 with cohort 2. And I'm currently working at the Waskowitz Environmental Leadership School. I had grown up in the southern Appalachian Mountains, been really close to the land, which is one of the greatest things about my childhood, was literally growing up in the woods in the southeast, and did a ton of backpacking with my dad. I grew up with a huge passion for plants in particular. When I took my first ecology class in my undergrad, I knew that I was hooked. I actually had the chance to come out here to work a couple summers at a summer camp, backpacking, sea kayaking, and rock climbing on Ross Lake, and fell in love with this place. I needed a ticket out of Georgia, honestly. I knew that you got to live in the national park, and that's all I needed to know. And that's how I got to NCI. I just came out here and jumped right in. I needed that hands-on experience. I needed to practice teaching. I needed to have those mentors around me as well. And having other members in my cohort who came with a different natural passion. You know, I loved plants, and we had somebody else who was, into rocks, and then somebody else who'd be into, the mosses and ethnobotany, and every one of us taught each other something else. So getting the certificate in nonprofit administration and leadership was actually really helpful for me to get my first job, which I got before I even finished the graduate program. The principal who was interviewing me was really impressed by my having that on my resume. So it gave me a foot in the door, for sure. So my current work is with Waskowitz Environmental Leadership School, and I really think it's one of the best jobs in the world. I've been able to use the hands-on experience that I gained through the grad program in an incredibly practical way. I have the opportunity to work with up to 45 high school students all day, every day for an entire year. And so I build really deep relationships with them. And because it's an environmental leadership school, I have the opportunity to not only teach in the classroom as their primary science teacher, but also to take them out on expeditions and do hands-on science, river research projects, plot study projects, backpacking trips, snowshoe trips, cross-country ski trips within a public school setting, which is pretty unique as well. I would say that the NCI grad program is ideal for someone who is open to new things, someone who is open to challenge. It probably helps to enjoy being outside and being in nature. That's probably a plus. I have looked back on that time over and over again as one of the most informative times of my life.